Who are we? Why are we here? And what light can guide us through the darkness in a world full of gods, full of fears, full of searching souls? In marketplaces and temples, men traded prayers for fortune and favors. But there were those who sought more than survival. They sought truth from the deserts of Judea to the hills of Galilee. Then a carpenter's son began to speak words that would change the world forever. He spoke of mercy stronger than empire. He spoke of love greater than law. He gathered fishermen and tax collectors, zealots and women forgotten by the world. They became a movement of hope. They became a people of the way, and when their teacher was crucified, they did not fade into history. They rose with his name on their lips and his fire in their hearts. In Jerusalem they were hunted, in Rome they were burned, in the arenas they faced lions and jeering crowds. Yet from their suffering came strength, from their death came life, and from their weakness came a power the world could not crush. They had no armies, no wealth, no influence, and yet within 3 centuries, the empire that killed them would kneel to their God. It was not conquest that spread their message, but compassion, not swords, but service. They fed the poor, buried the dead, and refused to return evil for evil. And in time hearts turned and empires trembled. From the ashes of persecution, the church emerged, scarred but unbroken. But this peace brought new temptations: power, politics, and prestige. As some Christians entered palaces, others walked into the wilderness. When the church gained power, some sought purity and powerlessness. When Christianity became comfortable, they chose discomfort. When faith became fashionable, they chose the unfashionable path of the cross. Anthony became the father of monasticism, but he wasn't seeking to start a movement. He was seeking God. The movement found him. But he wasn't the only one. The desert fathers and mothers discovered something the imperial church was losing: that true power comes from powerlessness, real authority from service, and genuine wealth from poverty. From the Egyptian desert, monasticism spread across the world, preserving learning through dark ages, feeding the poor during famines, and providing the conscience of Christianity when the church forgot its calling. The desert still calls, still challenges, still transforms. Some women had more authority in 400 AD than many do today. Perpetua, Helena, Paula, Hilda, Hildegard. Women who taught, built, led, and wrote when the world said they could not. But history forgot them, or perhaps erased them. We're not asking for something new. We're asking to restore something ancient. The Spirit calls whom the Spirit chooses. Her story is history. Perpetua's blood joined an eternal chorus of voices that declared some truths worth dying for. Some love stronger than death. The chronicles of blood became chronicles of resurrection. Every tradition tells a story of survival. Every ritual carries the DNA of ancient faith, and every ceremony echoes with the voices of the dead. Look closely. You'll see the same story told in 1,000 tongues. Christianity's genius is unity through diversity. The core remains the same. The expression changes. When faith was outlawed, believers learned to hide. When faith was crowned, they learned to celebrate. When empires fell, they learned to endure. These songs are not just songs. They are prayers soaked in blood. My ancestors sang them while Romans tortured them. While invaders came, while bombs fell, still we sing. In Ethiopia's highlands and Ireland's islands, in Armenia's mountains and Syria's deserts, In India's coasts and China's villages, the flame never died. It simply learned to burn differently. When you sing these words, you join your voice to Chrysostom, to Frumentius, to the martyrs whose blood watered this faith. We are not preserving tradition, we are the tradition. As empires fell, Christianity didn't fall with them. Empire's end became faith's beginning. When Vikings burned libraries, Irish monks saved civilization. When Rome crumbled, faith endured in silence. Along the Silk Road in Nubia and Ethiopia, the gospel learned new languages and new faces. Empire's collapse became faith's liberation. No longer Ramang, Christianity became truly universal. I have seen empires rise and fall, but this flame burns eternal. I thought I was chronicling the past, but I was witnessing the future. The story I thought was ending was just beginning.
Welcome to the Blood of the Martyrs. We are dedicated to bringing to life forgotten stories of believers when were persecuted, tortured, and died for their faith. Every image, every frame, every story brings you closer to the experience on the ancient believer's fire that still burns beneath the ashes of time. Watch out for the first episode as we step into the furnace of faith under fire. Subscribe, like, share, and turn on the notification button.